Grand fruitful rising. Yeah. Grand fruitful rising, beloved. How y'all doing out there? What's a good? What's a good? Another beautiful, man, I'm talking about a beautiful day, yo. Whoa. Y'all took a look outside? No, y'all done been outside. And if you ain't, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Mm. We want to take in consideration on this channel, beloved, that though it is shining beautiful today, there are some folks out there, beloveds, that are in some inclement weather, you know what I'm saying? Worse than what it needs to be, what it should. But it's nature. How you gonna tell nature wrong? But we pray for you, those out there, and weather that is not conducive to them, making it pleasant and peaceful on these Thanksgiving days. Thankful that Most High is giving these days. Thankful that Most High still giving these type of days. Why you saying that, Sean? Folks, you know how we are, y'all, as time goes, as we go. A lot of us are able to, I could say it, that's what we've been on, rejuvenate a different, reinvent through our situational awareness, time, what something meant to us in the past, history, which history is in school, so it's to be learned. To learn your history means that in some ways you will not go back and repeat. So being that America, not all over the country, because we understand the illiteracy, I know many of y'all don't go outside out the U.S. We have some countries, continents, and places that the illiteracy rate is still high. When would you say high? 60%, 70% of the population, where it's just the leaders, officials, police, and that's why the country stays under communist or fascist rule and stuff like that. Okay, you look around, do your own research. You know I'm telling the truth. So, but in America, we pride ourselves, like other countries, China, Japan, Australia, Europe, on educating the populace to a point where that, right? Populace not stuck on stupid. So when the populace not stuck on stupid because it's educated, then you have less violence and So we see where we're at, okay? A lot of violence going on, ain't it? I ain't calling nobody stupid. I ain't calling none of that. I just say a lot of us ain't a lot less educated today than what our history. See, it always go back to something. Our history. Now, does education mean it got to be book and crack that? No. Just the wealthy, like I've said it before. These wealthy, beautiful young folks. No, you pass by this house, you might get an extra education. I'm going to talk to you and find out, if you allow me to. See what I'm talking about? So that's a form of education. Most of us, older folks who know and understand the purpose of education, and want to measure and gauge it, that's what we do. You wonder why we stop. You young folks wonder why we stop and talk to you and stuff. We want to know what you learned, if you learned anything, If you ain't learning anything, that's haunting to us. Because you're the future. You ain't learning that. Huh? So, we'll twine this in with got up this morning to get my coffee. Caffeine. It should, why did it ain't, beloved, what's this? I'm going to ask this question. Shout out to any families out there that extend from a family tree of the coffee makers, coffee beans and all that stuff. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Still doing an incredible job. Coffee beans still being, shout out to you. We don't give them, what they call it? What we be saying? Give them their flowers before they gone. I know the main gone, being gone, but shout out to the family. Coffee and 7-Eleven. I heard a lot of 7-Eleven food. If they would've, I'm gonna say something. If the makers of caffeine, pay attention, caffeine. Do you think when they couldn't have? They couldn't. You thinking about it right now? Say or she came upon the coffee beans, put it in some water, said, oh shit, they do this. I'm trying to get why they called it coffee when understanding that it's caffeine. Do I got one of these on there like that? But if I call it caffeine, what we got quicker to understand caffeine, feel like nicotine. All right, we off that. I got my coffee. Just side notes, make your head tick. One of them kids gonna go back. Well, they called it this, that, and that. And there you go, research. Help us out. As going to get the coffee and stuff though, like I already knew. Mosai say, watch this. Even the beloved, she already said, watch this. Watch this. And the reason for our holiday still, many trying to figure out, right? You have your naysayers that want to squash it and always, when they come around that time, be humbug. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't celebrate it because all our reasons, and everybody got a legit reason for the past. Because the reason right now ain't gonna sit well with a lot. Not me. They don't, it's not the same purpose. But let me get to it. What it has done though is bottled up that same energy. We still keep that same energy. Why? Because it's still on the calendar. Folks still get their days off. And around these times, pay attention. I'm thankful to the Most High. We all should be. All praise to the Most High. Because even with the rhetoric, negative rhetoric of, oh, well, Thanksgiving meant this, and, they killed natives. We know all the history. I don't need no history test. We know everything about Thanksgiving, Christmas, all our beautiful holidays, pagan holidays, whatever, got it. But when do we come a point in time where that we allow the lackluster or the glime of that, the glime factor that made them things for certain people, do they celebrations and harness energy, whatever they do, right? When do we come to the factor of waking up to understand that, okay, what somebody makes these days in their arena conscious of thought still that pertains to them days, that's on them. But the learning, we go back to the education, right? The education of it. What I understand is, in America at least, you let these young folks, the youth has got to buy into it too, though, you know what I'm saying? And all this other stuff. So they bring it to the forefront with the conspiracy theory, and all conspiracy theory means is, look at this. You might want to look at this. There's some truth in it. Because many people have labeled it conspiracy theory for a purpose to shun you away from it. You know what I'm saying? So we are starting to learn even more that conspiracy theory means I need to probably get waist deep in that. That's all. All right. So Thanksgiving today, I still hold me a high kindness, a high respect, a high regard for us. Why? Because the energy it allows us to be in. Look at us. People don't have to go to work. Some people don't have to go to work. So at least over 50% of the people, population in the world don't have to go to work. Scaled down small, right? So it gives common effect, stress reliever, da. So many watching right now, you know what I'm saying? Saying that, yeah. And many don't celebrate Thanksgiving like it is, but you still afforded that time. Thanks, Most High, for giving. Thanks, Most High, for allowing us to keep it and evolve with it. That's the beauty. It's eerie right now because it's so quiet. Y'all listening. So many listen. So, coming to making my moves in the morning, I'll bring y'all in. You know, on this journey, I want to make sure I stay on a good time. Being able to do a lot of the goals that one set out for on knowing my mission and task and reason. And most definitely they have been accomplished. We are in the minds and hearts, Most High is in the minds and hearts of almost everybody out here. If not, there's not too many people understanding. Most folks are starting to look in the Bible and see, yeah, Most High is the actual name Most High is in the Bible so many times. Trying to see that more than Jesus or anything else, anybody else. Dissecting our literatures and things like that, right? So it's learning, it's educating. We're educating among the masses. It's not institutions needed. Not saying that our institutions are not needed. They are so necessary, are viable constructs to what we got going. All they need to do is evolve. That's it. Just evolve with us, the people. That's why I feel that it's a good, necessary thing that what our president is doing. You know what I'm saying? Just taking everything, shaking it upside down, let everything, get all the, you know how you got that drawer that you ain't never went in for a long time, 10, 15 years, and you just collect all kinds of stuff. But it's your drawer that you put all your, y'all know what I'm talking about, stash your bills or whatever over there. And you just, no, I need to clean this drawer out because I keep seeing this one bill from 95. And you know, so you like, I know. You just dump everything out and you just keep the pertinent stuff and put it back in and throw this other. That's the same thing. Same thing, blood. Same thing. Went to the store, got to the store, one of my beloveds. I know my divines. When I say divine, I say disabled vets, those devoted, sacrificed in so many ways their lives outside of anybody else who just take the comfort of life, living in our society and think it's free. No, it's not free. Me and others had to go put on that camouflage. There's soldiers right now that put on that camouflage to protect and ensure that other countries who would love to come in here and chaos and disrupt and everything else, but use it with propaganda and their electronics and human resources and all that other stuff because they know we'll tear some stuff up, like the beloved said. But I know my beloveds. Military is a very small community, so we might not know each other, but we know of, and as far as when we see that, boom, 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 and we give our courtesy salutes because we know how hard it's been for each one right off the bat, no question. But lately, being the stuff and all that rumors, and like my beloved said, I had Chris and Kane come on and if y'all seen some of that before I came on the post, speak about hate, speak about folks being heroes for the devil and stuff like that. So understanding, the town been paid, what I'm saying? The town been overtaken by whatever money, resources and stuff like that. And not necessarily everybody excuse me, man. It's crazy how this thing be. My tablet. Anyway, we'll keep going. The town has seen things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Flipping in ways because they're getting the right information. And it doesn't matter whether they do, who y'all do, and no, who they ain't, because I speak to you. Whether that's not the case, that doesn't change nothing with me. I've always been Sean, person to themselves, private in so many ways. So it's not like, oh, we gonna kumbaya. Nah, I ain't tripping like that. I'm 56. I know who I am. But to see my beloveds now, like I speak to them, like I still direct because I want to get this out in the open with it now, as far as the understanding. At one point in time, it was bat their eyes, don't say nothing, da 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 da. But now it's like acknowledgement. Hey, bro, yeah, you back in. We know you good people. Da da da. And like I told him, it's the reality. I would like a lot of us at this point in time right now to imagine, if you can allow yourself, let's say it's just us. So what am I saying? My other ethnicities, if you are not melanated, all right, if you do not have that, even that percentage of Negroid, African, whatever in you, then this don't correlate with you. And I don't expect you to understand this. But to hear it and get it, it's not saying that you dumb, nuts. No. You're just not black. That's it. That's it. You're just not that. All right? That's it. But you can still carry along and understand it because you're cut from that same human understanding of how this mind works, right? The power, the strength of it, right? You have the same heart set, and you have the same command set. It's just not this. That's it. Just like I'm not you. There's nothing I could do to be white other than, go under the knife and do all this bleaching stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Okay? All right. So I talked to mine direct. Like I told the brother, I said, it's funny. Now we want to talk. And this is definitely one of my brothers in the circle, in the mix, everything. I know my bros. I know. Might not run with them. I know. They know I know. Because the stuff I know, I've kept kind of a lot of quiet about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't mine. I don't live in them houses. I don't operate in them houses like that. But I formulate outside of them like I do. That's what they love about that. Or hate. Now, I said it's crazy, bro. Now we want to talk. Now we want to be. Sad part of it with me right now is for 56 years of my life, been born. In the 50, I would say, to understand race, black and white, and all this other crap that we put on ourselves. I watched that little woman at 4'11". And at 4'11" in California, San Jose, as big as it is, much bigger than the woman, the little physical of her. David Banner and all you other brothers and sisters that seen it, witnessed, felt it for yourself. I didn't see black folks, not even my mother's own brothers and sisters. I need you to listen to my story. I didn't see black folk coming in our house. I didn't see a lot of black men or women supporting or helping my mama. I seen a raggedy ass brother, Uncle Bob, always around and had his hands up. Always. I didn't know what that was about. And I seen this black man that's supposed to be my uncle cutting his eye every time I'm around or got something to say. I'm gonna get to a point. But what I did see around, and I'm not here, folks that know me, I ain't gonna codify you, blow smoke up yours to make you feel good, just to make you feel good. Reality, real. If it happened, it happened. If I seen it, I seen it. If it's done, it's done. That's how this goes. What I did see in California, San Jose, helped my mom out. Other ethnicities. People that are not heterosexual. Things like that. See what I'm talking about? Yeah. I seen that. Yeah. Women. Not black women. Hate to say that. She had one beautiful one, Gail, who were like kinfolk, had love over there. He had his 2 kids, Sumo, Akwe. Stayed in the ghetto, set type place. So I learned some things in that area. Not good. More on my story, like when I talked with my brother, say, hey, I get it. But I'm that one that's gonna shine light. Tough. Just like when I was in that military. Pay attention. Come on now. Come on now. Sean, who was it in there that ensured and make sure you learn what you learn? Push you harder in there because they had faith in you to do what you do. You understood your leadership quality. Who? I had 1 or 2. One real heavy on me, stayed with me through my career. Black folk. But majority, because I got to stand, my MOS was, I would coincide with officers. So I only had 1 black officer. Lord, you are so good. I only had 1 black officer through my whole military career of being a FDC chief. Watch this. Black officer name come up, Chris and Kane, up in what I like, you know what I'm saying? What I pay attention to. Name all around. What? Washington, move over Washington. I taught the young, retarded young dummy a lot of stuff. Folks know Randolph, Nate, all y'all. Remember old LT when he wasn't running around with his head cut off? Them people wanted to burn that man up. Why? He was alluding too much with us, the NCOs and all that stuff, and they didn't like the way we was bumping his ear. Hey, you know, you need to stay ahead of the game. And Booker wanted him. Booker wanted to get him. Yeah, stick a fork in him. He ain't officer material. I'm trying to tell you something. But this same individual go and run like today, and all that. I know. Don't worry about it. So, here nor there though, but that's what sticks you in the back. Where that I understand, I know there's 2 out there for sure that I grew a liking to. Later in the ground, Duncan and Papa. You know, yeah. I don't mind using these names. They know. All right. And they understood. They got it. All right. They got it. So give y'all that because that's what I told my beloved. I say, yo, I snap, not snap, but I'm gonna be stern with it like I am right now. Take them folks. It's just you, me, you, us. In this whole thing, let's put it like that. You can say Egypt, you can say wherever you want to. Wherever before what was is now. Let's say that. And it's just this. Like I said, I don't give one, you see me. I'm exactly who I am. Operate exactly who I am. I could care less who or which one of these fools with all the money put out. You go near them, I'ma kill you. I pay you this and da 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 and da da da. And I sit here and I'm like, trying to analyze this for what it is. Is it the money? Keep them away. Keep them silent. Is it the fear? Yeah, I don't want to go through that pressure. Keep them. Or is it just the pure damn hate? Beloved, come on. That's why we put the video on before. There's like 3 levels of hate. And I'm like, ooh, we out here learning. We out here teaching. So real. And bro, Big Dad, same level. What I'm getting to is what we gonna stop doing, at least around me and my vibration, we're gonna start pointing the finger at white folks, Chinese folks, Japanese folk, Korean folk, Italian folk, these folk, because they wasn't around when it was just us folk. Pay attention. It wasn't around when it was just us folk. And how dare any of us today use this beloved extension of us. This world is an extension of the original. And hide behind them and play these games. Or even get upset that the game being played like this with those that are an extension of us, using those that are the power source of the original. Whichever one you want to look at it. I still don't blame totally, fully unfunctional to the what's supposed to be. You better pay attention. If you're the original, and it's an extension of you, the more you get away from the original, carry that. So as I sit, my expectation of somebody who for so many years, decades, centuries, thousands of years has always been in the experiment zone mind, analyzing, laboratory of who I am, of who you are, because they're not, then it makes more sense. Because they want to know. I can't be mad at that. That's why I'm able to curtail a lot of this when they walk around me. What are you? Who are you? Just like when they had to go over there and find out who you was in the diaspora. Just like it took a while for them to go in your tombs and not be scared. This where it's at? Woo, woo, woo. But then find out we got prominent to be scared because we opening up stuff that we know nothing about. You go in research, beloved, and you find out some of these families, Carters and all this stuff, that went in these tombs back in the 1900s and stuff like that. Go look at the lineage of deaths and curses and stuff like that for doing that. Opening the door to a box that shouldn't have been open. And still today, you got foolish antics of folks who know better, because they know they've been here before. I'm looking at their sleepy-eyed self and, all that, and such and such and such a religious would not be, okay, but that's not for you. And you know that. You know that. But you have the free will to speak that. That's your choice. You know that too. You know I know that. It's called influence. But we're going to be doing it in a respectful way here in this channel. A respectful way. Because like I said, what's the reason? You have to respect the factor that among you, you have Godship people who got more intelligence, more knowledge, and more understanding of your past, your future, your present, and your future. And yet they don't believe in what you believe in, Most High. They try to supersede with Most High because they want to control it. They want to balance it. They want to move it. So in that teach you less, have you stuck on stupid, which means sheep and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Don't mean you have to stay there. Because the same thing what this person did, whatever, to get this thing, they went and they just learned some stuff and just chose to do it differently in a way that ain't conducive for society. So where they at? Behind them damn bars, where they need to be. That's what it is. Because you keep tainting seeds, not just in the spiritual, but in the physical. You keep tainting them seeds, then that seed's going to continue to produce tainted. Yeah, there we go. All right. So beyond always pointing the finger at white man did this, white man did this, white man, mama always, that's why she always say, point the finger at you first. Find out what you do, what you got, where we're going to go. Then find out who's in the way of that, right? Don't always look at it the color, right? You understand the power structure in the world, this little America we live in, You get it, right? It ain't always a color thing. Show what you can do as far as your merits and stuff like that. The real money folks and they operate on merit. When we did that affirmative action and stuff it worked, it helped for us and our stuff for a processing point. But we started abusing this stuff because we understood, shoot, we can family this stuff in and you can keep this, knowing damn well family ain't, just because you got somebody in there with a PhD don't mean the whole family smart. Not, no. And then they're going to operate on that smart. So point of the view is, like I say, the traits will not change in our zodiac of who we are and the people unless we add to it. You know what I'm saying? And so the same effect that we had back then, selfishness. I can't tell you when it creeped in on us because at one point in time, well, yeah, I can kind of, but that's another story. At one point in time, we was too abundance of a people. That's why the glory of Atlantis and so many things, places where that it was just that way. You just walk among you godly people. It was nothing. No hardship. But we started creating so much more extensions and outside ourselves, right? And the formative, watch this, we lost the power of what we created. But who keeps the power of what we created? What always what created us? See what I'm telling you? That's why we can mess up so much and do whatever. And most high, okay. And like Chris said, do you recognize it? Do you recognize what I don't like? And you have to be able to recognize that. Don't let other people. This is where we at. Yes, other folks came and prescribed, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt because them themselves probably tried it, did it, know the effects of when you do this, when you do, ooh, you see what happened when I did that? Ooh, you see what happened when she did that? Ooh, okay, let's say people can't do this and people, you with me? They can't do this. We call them sin. You know what I'm saying? All right. As a mess, because we dwindle it down because think about it. In them 500 dark days, everybody was doing everything. Yeah, I don't like that food. Why? Man, you see that pimp walk he got. He broke his toe. So his walk is a little bit different than everybody else. I don't like that food. And then go in their house and jars and this and that, and got a doll, make them doll, and doing putting a doll in the fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off these movies and stuff. I watched a lot of Miami Vice, y'all. So in Miami Vice, they dealt with a lot of that. They showed, well, not dealt with, but yeah, they show you a lot. In Miami Vice, show you a lot of witchcraft and voodoo and hoodoo and all. And he'd be like, "I'm scared, I'm scared." And like, the hell you scared of? Most High. Be scared of Most High. Them foods just like earth foods. They're just earthly foods. Spider jump on, snake this, snake that. Okay. Most High made all that. Can stop all that. So that, especially if you divine, do you do it? The question is, do you do it? People want to mind why it work. Why it work? Because you dabbling in something like that. So when the reversal come back, because somebody say, all energy, negative, dark, voodoo, Hindu, voodoo, voodoo, I return back to sender, Most High. It's just boom, boom. Why? I don't do that stuff. Propaganda though, because they what they did to y'all, they lied to you. You see that stuff and try to probably tell you this and that about this trinkets, and you went and looked instead of researching it for yourself. Ain't nobody researching stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's the significance of an elephant? Wisdom. An elephant will never go dehydrated. You know that? I always know where water is. Then being if not one of the biggest animals within its ecosystem, right? But so patient and understanding with all the other animals, you know what I'm saying? Don't mess with me, because I stomp on you. I'll throw this trunk at you and everything, but other than that, you don't mess with me. I'm walking slowly. You know, don't be running from, elephant don't be running from nobody. Then y'all already know. Not your uncle. Not Uncle Sam. I'm two different. You know what I'm saying? Feminine. Right? The kids, children, the male. Whole family. Two. Off a beast. Why? Gotta have a little darkness with you. You 50-50. I don't call it darkness. I just call it, non-light. Not in the light. I play with y'all. So, right then, I'm gonna play with you, with your mind and soul and your body, and heart and stuff like that. Nah. So coming to that aspect, what allows us to be in that way? What brings us to that pattern of understanding? When you can walk into your smoke shop and assalamu alaikum is what you can say. Wa assalamu alaikum salam back, but the prominent of that, when the beautiful one said, beloved says, how's your Thanksgiving? And she's wearing a hijab. our America. Knowing that it's a people thing. Let me show you. I dare for any of you to ask a soldier who has been across that water and had to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving across that water. I myself personally don't know a time where in the celebration when I was in Iraq, the Iraqi people, in Afghanistan we didn't, but they did. It was around Christmas, and the soldiers went to the main camp, had a big thing, but in the Afghan beloveds, they enjoyed. But when I was in Iraq, and would have our holidays and stuff, still celebrating this song. The Iraqi people helped facilitating food, catering, ensuring that we had a pleasant holiday. Just like now, we have our tournaments, basketball, soccer. They allow us, the commanders. We had some risky commanders, I ain't gonna lie. I had a small one. Murph was, you ain't finna mess with him. You ain't finna mess with his soldiers. So when we was next to Green Zone, beloved, and my soldiers loved always Son Shillman section, just loved to do all that. I had some rebels, but Coons and them, they love to go out there and play soccer. And then she can go play soccer, fool. But I tell them straight up, look here, I don't want to tell your mom and daddy them that you passed away taking the risk to go play soccer, and we supposed to be over here, combat zone, all that stuff. So I'll just be direct with them. So this is what I'm gonna tell them. Yeah, I told them, hey, free will. Dada commander outranked me, and Dada said you could go. Did that mean, you know what I'm saying? In Sean's mind, it's like, does that mean I go? You see what I'm talking about? Just because somebody said I can go? Nah, I ain't gonna play foosball or hockey with my game, with my life. That's just me. But my soldiers, they was rebels. They can handle themselves. They ain't like they didn't go out there without their weapons and stuff. They just in their little shorts and stuff like that. So if something pop off, their knees gonna, get Roseberry. Cause they ain't like they gonna just accept somebody just trying to take them and kidnap them and behead them and stuff like that. But what I'm getting to is that the population that wanted us there, and it's interesting because the ones who want you there, the citizens that are not in the Baptist Party, that are not cops, that are not part of that issue that was before that, right? So I get to that long story because I go to show that when there is not that control, leverage, handler type aspect around, people act accordingly. And just like going to the shop this morning, she respected, I don't look like I celebrate to me, but anyway. And then there goes, I know, those stones. Sean, what does a person look like that celebrates Thanksgiving? What do they look like? I don't know. Turkey on the head, I don't know, whatever. But it was just refreshing. She asked, how's your Thanksgiving holiday going so far? And like I said, beloved, I don't. Assalamu alaikum. I once, heavy, but I think along these lines. Every day I'm thankful for. Every day is a Christmas. All our holidays are every days for me. I could choose to give somebody. If I give somebody, that's a present, right? Whether it be money or a lift, a ride, or whatever, you just got a present that you did. You just got a gift. You just got gifted something that you didn't have before, whatever. So, Merry Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, giving. Things you just gave somebody. So that's an everyday thing. When we cut it off on these on these specific days and stuff, like calculate it up. How good you been? You know what I'm saying? Do you deserve giving? Okay, got it. But what I bring is the consciousness and awareness that the movement and evolving of our consciousness, and we speaking, and she understanding where I'm coming from, well aware, and we two different religion spectrums, but same aspect of Most High's view of us. It's just a puzzle. If you like, if you don't think you part of the puzzle, or we are, yeah. You know it's the puzzle because look at the diversity of how we're placed everywhere. What keeps the puzzle in some type of likeness, commonality? What keeps it in that arena? Most High. Our religions are this. So then watch this. Look at the folks, look at the beloveds, those that outside of it, the spectrum, who feel that, and it has in some ways, religion has did this to the negative. We can have a whole bunch of negatives, what religion has done to us, and we can have a whole bunch of positive what religion's done. Because religion, what has it done for us? And watch this. Keep in mind, before Christ, before crucifixion or whatever happened back in that situation, because can't nobody come and say Jesus Christ was sacrificed, or Jesus Christ married Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ had kids, and I'm sitting here telling you that's part of the Holy Grail, the bloodline. Jesus Christ lived. Yeah. Jesus life lived on. My humble opinion, Pompeo liked Jesus. Everybody recognize that, right? The one that was supposed to put the rabbis went and said, "Yeah, hey, Jesus is something that he ain't." Woo, first time, no, leave that man alone, man. Cool, I like that dude. Jay probably showed him some things, funny tricks, whatever. Woo. Oh, I like you. Cool. Go on about your business, man. But them folks that was practicing them religions, I'm saying something. Them folks that wanted to go a certain way they were, I'm saying something. Wanted to sway it this way. Whoa, see what I'm talking about? I want to sway the pendulum this way. How you want to sway? My way. Kept pressure on Pompeo. Yeah. You got to think about it. One a lot to do. One a lot of distractions. See, Pompeo had a video games or movies and a car could get away from all kinds of distractions. You was like, hey, get y'all butt on. Go get some. Go do something with your life. But you got to understand them times, beloved. You watch them every day on the movies. Gladiator, we be appreciative of that. The entertainment back in them times was killing. Fighting, killing. Seeing people messed up, decapitated, ate up by a lion. This was fun to us. Notice what I said. This was fun to us. Come on, get this ancient history. This was fun to us. And everybody, at least 90%, who like Gladiator, who like them combative movies, who like seeing a samurai chop off somebody's head, who like your kung fu movies and all that stuff, all that, come on with me. We still talking to a group. They know. And the extension. Watch this. Come on. Now you're gonna sit up there and say, nah, I don't like that. Sean. Nah, that ain't me. Stop playing. The box office makes the movies #1 for a reason. Russell Crowe sit up here rich as hell for a reason. No disrespect, bro. You did a great job, bro. And you see what I'm talking about? American Gangster. Huh? Huh? Huh, Eli? I mean, you see what I'm talking about? Denzel? We make these movies #1 for a reason because we watch them. We like them. It catered to us. It strike us. We like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Not realizing you taking ownership of what you liked back then and how you did it. There we go. We got to it. Some say, son, I like it because it ain't the reality. It ain't reality. It ain't reality. It's not real. Uh, uh, it caters to my fantasy. Is that right? Okay. Sean, is it any different today other than the setup? What is the Gladiators arena right now to you? Oh, let me see. Where people getting shot up at? See how it works? Same traits, different locations, different place, different name, but same traits. Your name ain't, just example, your name ain't Caesar back then, Montalbano or whatever. Today your name Craig, Jones, Johnson, James them. It ain't the arena, confined space. It's the club, the street. If it don't happen in the club, it happened in the street. Where the blood left at? Where the blood left at in that back then, in the arena. On the battlefield. Where the blood left at. Anybody? Anybody? Now, let's hit to the prime of it though. The prime. Who the officials? Caterers to it. Instigators, prominence of it. Back then, purpose, money. You see what man say? You sold me 2 elephants. That were, and I need these fools to make me another one so I can make some money. I can't make no money off 2 elephants that don't mate and ain't nothing coming out. You got mad. What do you get mad for? You wasted my money, bro. I'm trying to make a business here. Same thing back then, money. About the money, right? Certain folks was more about their money. Entertainment. To entertain you. Keep us entertained. So I'll give you enough money because you're in an animalistic state anyway. So I'll give you enough money. Like the beloved told me, you think people ain't looking at you. Yeah, we know. We know how they look. Michael Jackson said it all, showed it all. Thank you for that Never Neverland interview. How we take creativity, you know what I'm saying? Mike paid though, you know, Mike loved them people. How we look and da-da-da, look down. Let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. You're in a fishbowl where people pay attention to you, look at you because, yeah, Hunger Games, nothing no different. No different. I should have got there a long time ago. My apologies. Some of y'all was screaming and I was like, damn, I heard hunger. I just didn't hear the game. I just didn't hear the game part. Hunger Games, for sure. For sure. What's happening now, though? You think Most High like that? Most High ain't playing Hunger Games with his divine people. This our life. This game that you playing with, using your money, betting on, you betting on people's life. Who like divine energy type life, right? So you want to touch, you want to so you want to puppeteer divine energy people. Okay, cool. And then it's your arena. You set it up. Well, no, it's not your arena. It's our arena. But you take ownership of it because of the lucrativeness that you was able to get and have off of slavery and things like that. Now I include the extension. But many of us don't realize that. And beloved, it's prominent. I understand. I get it because it has to be like that to give you a certain world. It's more of what you don't know is the majority, right? More of what you don't know is the majority, and then it's also consumed on. You hear Rothschilds and all that kind of stuff. I got you. I get you. It showed me when Rothschilds will come out and show themselves, they're not the richest in the world. The richest in the world will not show you themselves. Will not be worried about showing themselves. You know what I'm saying? I seen the richest in the world. Some, I say. I ain't gonna be like, I seen it. No. But I see what it look like. And and it's sad because it's the orchestration against a lot of us. Because we won't buy in. You won't go into them little houses and buy in and use your energy in that way and stuff like that. So that's where I boiled down and got to is when I was talking to my brother, I said, this is what disbanded us. This is what conquered us, our own selves, our own attitude, our own power. Where that when we did that, we kept a select few in power, how they wanted, and then many back then turn it back on their own. That's just what it is. I don't know to tell you. But it was more or less of disconnecting in the first venturers, the first ones to explore, the first ones to territorialize, if that's a word, territorialize, territory that never been inhabited and stuff like that. We start branching out because you understood your power. And so many didn't want to be up under some, whoa. So branching out. When we start branching out, that's when we start making everything else and more extension of this and that. That's all there is to it. But I alluded to because, my one of my objectives in this was to, in some ways, bring the sound mind and judgment of, just heart, mind, body, and soul to melanated folks, because it's us. When we're out, we're so powerful that when we're out of control with it, in a mass, it makes the world out of control. That's why everything going on. I don't blame a whole lot of it's us. And those outside know. They know for a fact. I knew this you gotta look out. It is what it is. I wanted to below say it's Asian. It's some Asian woman, Asian man, all these folks. I knew because the couple back then that when I was in that little neighborhood, I see how ample was. I know how Asians look at us. I've been around them all my life too. All my life. Buddhist, mom, right? And she loved. We all of them. So when I started going to the gym and stuff, and I started seeing those who are Buddhists and how they looking upside my head and folks that be down here and some of these places and stuff. I know about it. So my mom always hit me to them. I feed off of it. All right. I say why simplex and simplicity is what our Asian folks say. How she used to clean houses for rich people in Silicon Valley. You're talking about a woman who was making $2,000, $3,000 a week, just going to these people's house. Some of these people wouldn't even want her to clean it. Just gonna be gone. No furniture in the house, nothing. The kids got stuff, big old TV, and I used to, Mama, why ain't folk got all this money? Ain't got, baby, they don't be here. And then if they here, they just sleeping, the kids playing, and they gone. They work like that. They don't need, they don't, they live they go out to eat, da-da-da. Well, no, so I was getting a wealth of understanding how, certain folks move and stuff like that. And then being how, she showed me, this is their real house. It'd be on the beach or somewhere, it's furnished and da-da-da. It's where they relax and stuff when they're not working and stuff. So knowing the sensory of how they look, and all it was, watch this. If you think that these folks don't know exactly, a group of folks on this world that gonna keep, you wanna know, and I'm just gonna be real, you wanna know who you are? There's a group of folks on this world that got all, if in all. Them houses that I was talking about, Asian folk, ancient Chinese secrets, Japanese, all of it, Vietnamese, they're you. And many of y'all like, well, Sean, we all over the world. Yeah. But there's prominent places, beloved, where your history has been loved on, taken care of. And if them folks was willing participants and wanting you to be powerful again so this world could be powerful again, you'd be like, that me? That once was us? Yeah. Black is all out dog. Yeah. Slant eye too. Where you think it come from? Not all of us got them big bug-eyed tucker eyes. Right, King? Sure, King? Not all of us come like that. There's so many types of us running around here. Thin hair. Why you think? So we here with it. But I just want to say, it's time for that. We more hateful to ourselves than others outside us. They just demonstrate the hate. Oh! Pay attention. We are more hateful to ourselves. Those around us just more willing to show you the hate you have for yourself. Because if we didn't hate ourselves, wouldn't be so hated. Nobody, if many of us, because what we have done and become the continuous divide and conquer among ourselves, we encourage other ethnicities who intermingle and entangle with us in a loving way to start diseasing there. See what I'm talking about? So now you get to see why many mothers and fathers, no, don't intermingle with the black folks. No. Can't get mad at it. Look at us. Can't get mad at it. We the ones that will kill you. I kill you. Your child a killer? Yeah, my child a killer. Little man a killer. Baby this. What's his name? Baby, little baby, baby that. Hey, what? Huh? Do we got a functional name out this one? I ain't ask you what his AKA. What's his name? Little Killer. Little Monster. Mr. Demolish. Names we get. Just dysfunctional names. And we sit up here and worry about why they look at it like look what we do. You don't see a lot of Chinese, no disrespect, beloveds, a whole bunch of Latins and Italians and all them calling themselves littles and, you know, and that ain't me saying they better than you or nothing. We don't know no better. So I'm just putting it down for like when we look at why they don't like us and when they look at us, are we to be liked? Many saying, some of y'all saying, well, who are they to be liked? And why should they be liked? And they ain't so hot. And they, you okay. Let me analyze the situation. At least they like each other. Or come to a commonality that we're going to respect each other. And come to a commonality when some stuff pop out. Let one of these white teenagers, let one of these Chinese teenagers, let one of them get some stuff where we didn't, watch this, where then a black man that did some egregious and shouldn't have did it. Let's just say, right out like, just egregious. Black man did this to little white or little watch this. Is the whole community, the vanilla community, gonna combine together? It don't matter if his name is Billy Bob, Hillbilly Bob, live in the farm, or if it's middle class Bob in the military, or if it's rich elite Bob. They all gonna be on the same page. I'm lying. Because it's about Lil Susan. Now, you don't mess with Lil Susan. No. We don't. No. And be adamant about it. All of them moving in them. Ain't nobody arguing about it. This is about Lil Susan. Who they did? No arguing about who gonna be in charge and nothing. What's gonna get across is when you mess with Little Susie, the whole Vanilla Nation got Little Susie back. What you gonna mess with now? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we ain't. That's what we ain't. Can't do it. Cause we all damn near selfish. Watch it. You know, we got Jamal thing tomorrow. Watch this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Watch it. This weekend, Jamal thing. Listen, Jamal, Black Jamal. And Jamal done got beat down by the cops. Everybody, we all know it's wrong. All of us. We know Jamal's family gonna be there. Then nobody really knows. Jamal wasn't too great of a kid, let's say. But he didn't deserve what he deserved. Let's just say. Like a George Floyd type thing. I'm finna show you our ignorance and selfish, and some of y'all gonna fall off. You better laugh. You need to laugh because it's holiday. It's the truth. Don't haunt yourself by the truth of us. Knowing everybody gonna show up. Watch this. Come on. Don't lie to it. Everybody showing up. Everybody gonna be there. Why you gonna be there? Because everybody gonna be there. Why you gonna be there? Because everybody gonna be there. It's the politically correct thing to do. It's the how everybody gonna be there. How everybody gonna be there, Sean? Everybody gonna be there. news cameras, the camera, NBC, CBN, everybody who CNN, whoever, everybody gonna be there. What that mean to us? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Let's put it this way. Anybody else? Anybody else outside of us? They showing up. They pickup trucks, cars, and just showing up. Ain't nobody. I'm finna say something. Ain't nobody putting no put on. Nothing. You can tell they showing up. How you tell? They not. You trying to show out? You trying to show out from something? No. They showing up. They got their little flag, Susie flag, and what look good and everything. Boom, boom, and rallying and watch this. Jamal, we gonna show up for you, Jamal. Trigger warning. Some of y'all already know that. How you show up, man? Make sure the car. Wash the car. Get the car washed today. What the car got being washed got to do with Jamal? We gotta go get this new outfit. I gotta get my hair done. I gotta get my nails done. What all this got to do with Jamal? We coming together unite because we got a problem. They messing with the children. We all late to the damn thing. Got the wrong people speaking. Got the wrong music playing. Get it out of here. Beach, everybody crying. They don't even know Jamal. Just crying. For the family. And you look around, someone look around like, what the heck you crying for? You wasn't crying when Jamal was around here with these guns and stuff, harassing people and stuff like that. You wasn't crying when Jamal was out here in the, I'm just making up some stuff, because this us. When Jamal was over here terrorizing the school and the teachers and stuff, and he was trying to get a leash on, sit them down and stuff like that. We wasn't doing none of that stuff. See us? The same ones that say, let them kids be. Them kids it's just a phase. They go. Yeah, they gonna go through that phase like that if they ain't got no influential, if they ain't got no guardrails, no older people sitting up there when they walking home and worrying about them like a village and stuff. How you doing, baby? You all right? And they don't talk back to you, something wrong in that house and stuff like that. Now, you could take it far and say, you okay, I'm gonna talk again. Stop again. They stop. Hey, baby, how you doing next day? And baby get to telling you some stuff like I'm getting beat in my house, or you see whelps and stuff now. It's Chicken Village. Well, some of us got to the point where I ain't getting involved. See how it go? And 7 years then passed by. Some families chained up all up in the house. For kids ain't ate, chained all. These are things we see, right? Society we go through. And you ain't got to put a skin tone on there, do you? It's recent type stuff, right? Okay, I didn't know them kids wasn't eating. I didn't know. I didn't know. What I was talking about when we was going, before we get to Jamal's get together and that we too selfish. That's why we didn't know. It was about me, I. When you hear Beloveds early on 2 years ago, they had a little forum, and one of them young cats say, I don't give a damn no government. Government don't do nothing for me. You worry about the government because you in the military and veteran and you got it. But I don't have government on that woo, and it was just all out there. And I was like, okay, cool, got you. Don't speak like that. I bet them Bundys, Gundy, all them, they're like, government don't got no reach on us, and then they out there fighting government agents, and because they doing stuff on their land and woo, and the agent's like, we just can't let you do this, Bob. Ignorance is bliss. It's not saying that you can't live without government. Nobody's nothing, none of that. None of that. But when we all take our hands off that pulse, just think about it. If many of us, I'll leave you with this. Not many. Let's just say this. The reason why change is here today, a lot of because of so many of who is watching now. Whistleblowers, people not willing to sit back and just watch people on the system. Folks that want some type of system, don't know what it's gonna be, but when they hit that ground, gone, whatever, knowing that those that buried them, that they left them a couple of few $1,000s to take care of stuff, get their life back on track, got something to move on forward with, right? Some type of system. That's what's gonna happen. Raptures and all this, sweep it off and all that kind of thing. It's gonna be a change of system. But what if? Just what if? Close your eyes. Let's do this one test. Let's do this one test, all of us. Close our eyes. At this point in time, we are seeing as we pull the rug back. So now you see yourself pulling the rug back. Of what? Not in your house. Everybody done seen what's on the news. Everybody's seen what's on newspapers. Everybody's seen what's on computer, Google, this, that. You see it. There's not too much great stuff. Our scale is like this because we cleaning up. So our scale is like this. It's dirty. So we didn't pull the rug off of America. I can only speak of America, even though it's all known the world, but America. And it's dirty. God damn. Right? Got your eyes closed still. Because you correlating this to if you, many of y'all that went to grandma's house and grandpa's house, and grandma and grandpa can't clean up like they used to be. So there's a lot of moms out there and fathers out there cleaning up, making sure, they cleaning up, helping them out. You know what I'm saying? And it's a ritual that you do. Every time you go to the house, and you're like, God dang, I ain't cleaning here about 3-4 years. And it's just like, how did this get in there? You know how when you clean up stuff, you like, ain't getting in there, how did this get in there? How did this, woo, and all that, right? That's the word, right? Now, what I want you to imagine, you cleaning it up at grandma's house. Clean up in your house. With your eyes closed, what I want you to imagine is there's nobody to clean it up. There's nobody whistleblowing. Like Snowden, if not one of our times whistleblower greatest. Him, you choose, Julia Assange. Two difference in a way to me, but the same. To tell you getting spied on. To tell you the things that government agencies and stuff can use. The whistleblower. That whistleblower that opened, if it's the Epsteins, the whistleblower that opened the so disgraceful, distasteful business of music, prostitution, rings, abuse, trafficking. You, with your old eyes closed, now got your eyes wide open saying, when I, after saying that, what came to me is, if this the systemic system would have kept going like it is, can you imagine the amount of people that's watching you wouldn't be here? And they don't even know. Can they imagine the amount of people that would be put in harm's way, that would be trafficked, that would be set up, manipulated, cloned, and then done away with? That's the process of our world. Oh, you don't want to act right? We can clone you. We can get people to look like you and then take you off this earth. But if it wasn't for those sound mind whistleblowers, and as we looking and watching so many law enforcement and people doing what we do because we want a world that eradicates a lot of this behavior. I'm not going to do away with it totally and fully, but we want to go back somewhere with it. Our little young people, young folk, can at least foresee, feel, and understand what looking towards the future is, rather than being in an isolation of, ain't no future. Y'all ain't showing me no future. This world don't show no future. It's a day by day aspect. I'll leave it with this one, and I promise, because the whole point of the video was to come on here and vent and act a fool. In some ways, with this one person, you had to run across that water. Right? You tried to get people. You still try to get people to, oh, leave America and America this and that. And that. No, America grown. America growing. America brain growing. America gonna continue to be what America is, a melting pot, a place where the honey pot in so many ways, the circus, the whatever, it's gonna continue that, but it's gonna be greater, evolving in the mental aspect where it's gonna be inside out, like what it's doing, where we channel inside and better ourselves and be healthy and heal ourselves, and so much it will heal inside out, and it will go to the countries that supply off America in so many ways. Our idealism, philosophies, no, does that mean it ride with it? No, but it will help growth, evolving. Because the human being today is asking the human being to evolve and not stay stuck and stagnant in how we operate with each other, so that we can get better operations for each other. We moving now. Moving now. To do so, when we talk about the hatred and the misunderstanding, it's just misunderstanding. What one can do, the other can't do. I don't know why you want to hate on God. God don't need to be hated on. God care less what you hate or admit and the real of it. But I won't say stuff like that. I keep it God, because we always got a concept of Most High ain't got that negative side, or ain't got that, you know what I'm saying? Shh, you better stop playing. Just the strongest in killing with kindness and love and all that stuff. The other side is just as ferocious, if not even more, because what people don't realize. I hope this helps. I swear I hope this help a lot of y'all. I really do. I really do. What you don't understand, when Most High want to get ferocious, the devil occupies. The devil participates. You know who the devil is, right? It's us. Us. So leaning on and putting pressure on and squeezing on you, where that you state things of you ain't this, you ain't that, but I'm not the one who run across that water to Africa and all this other stuff. Why? Because you know they found your ass out over there in Georgia. Your little Ouija boards and this and that. Yeah. Yeah. And you seem to think that one's afraid because people know about me. Well, then what they know is what you spread, who you are, exactly who you are. Voodoo, bone throwing, to help you find out who I'm talking about. Cats running away, Asar and all them. There you go. Only reason why I didn't come at you back then and like that is because you're healthy. You have a positive side. You do. You have a lot of knowledge, wealth of knowledge, ancient everything, all that. But you didn't use so much negativity. Like one said, when you know, it starts to become disgusting. How you can sit up there and you your age, mature, and go on a social site and be telling somebody they dis, DS, all right, that this, and knowing, you act just like a Charles White, ignorant, knowing that don't, what does that get you? But separation divide. Why? Because you don't understand the power that you have. You're one of them. You're talking to the wrong people. You're not, because you're one that you won't. If this time never came, got caught, and all that stuff, you would have kept your power like it is, to be powerful, to make your money like it is, instead of teaching these young ladies and raising up the bar for humanity. You was never about that. You was about making the money off the lack of knowledge of humanity. See, this is where it's come as, beloved, for your witches and warlocks that have been existing among you in a money-making scheme. Holmes and all these other beloveds know that, help me, I want to win this game, this football game. I want to do that, or I want something to happen to my enemy, or that. This is real. And the only reason why these things can happen, beloved, not because you can't do it, it's just because you have not given the wealth of energy to know how to go about it in a good way, where that you don't have to use it like that. This is why they don't want me around and be around, because they see I can garnish that, and I can show folks. It's too easy. Now, my way is a long way and take time, because you got to get within yourself. It's inside out. But once you get there, you don't need all that other stuff that these fools do, bones and da 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 woo woo and all. You don't need all that. Right? Now, if you want to hurt somebody and all, yeah. See, that's coming to an end, and them folks are gonna die. Continue. Divine energy. They showed themselves. That's all it's about. The young one was right about it. Bait. And baited all the worldwide who think they them ones. I didn't kill so many. I got this under my belt. I did this. Okay. Most I know. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do that you can't do that no more? Now what you gonna do that it's asked on you to use it in? And so many are. Believe I know. Come in your presence. I got you. I feel you. Such a big change, refreshing change. And want you to know, many of you that I do, your power exudes itself off of that weak power that you want to use. Your power strengthens in the divine because you're choosing to push forward with a more positive. And if you believe in repent and all that kind of stuff, you call it what you want. I call it taking ownership for my actions. The same thing. Forgive me, Lord. For I'm weak at times. My flesh will be weak. Always, you know that. We created this, not you. Just created through the power that you've given us. So therefore, if we created them, it's flawed. Because what you make is perfect. A tree gonna grow and do exactly what it's supposed to do. Who made that tree from get-go? It was here before I was. That mountain, water, stuff like that. See what I'm talking about? Who flaws it? Those of us who started using the water. So, yeah, I speak to you. I speak to you. I speak to you so you understand that your level of intelligence that you thought you was or whatever, your book. I could tell that I knew you was book a long time ago and stuff like that, but yeah, book stuff that's brought down to you, things like that. You said it, family of priests and stuff like that. Well, you need to understand. Just imagine if I was to get incumbent with your family of priests that you grew up with and had and stuff. I ain't had no family of priests. Priestess, my mother, but she clothed herself and hid herself in there. But just imagine if I had that, you know what I'm saying? And I still outpower your ignorant ass. I'm just letting you know, just being so direct with you. So yeah. And yes, we recognize your little tutelage that that's why we keep cutting. Because you knew we won't put you in that Scorpio on, you know what I'm saying? I just go over there to get the meat and potatoes because I understand y'all stuff didn't work. So these food, the ones that have woken up are not going to you no more. Not anything because you're ill effective, right? And they see why you did it in the first place because you just wanted to get the clout and take the thought you was energy swapping. I ain't Jesus on people all my life. The sacrifice has been for those really in the divine energy that's going to operate in that and protect one because it's been a protective shield for Most High for me. Right? Yes, you will get divine coverage. You will be able to become lucrative, abundance in so many ways and stuff like that, peace in your life. But it's off the precedence that this one right here is good within his walk. And that's how it's been within my life. No different. Been through a lot. I've seen through a lot of stuff. Head going through a windshield, gunshot wounds here, this, that, all that stuff. Just keep moving and stuff like that. I'm not saying you're indestructible. What does that say? That you're not destructible. Yeah, most definitely can chop up in pieces and burn and all that kind of stuff. But there's consequences up there. There's consequences. All right? Let me just say that. Just like there's consequences for touching. The consequences come clearly now for when one is able to put their wow, small. One is able to put their energy towards. That's why so many put the energy towards those egregious acts done against angels and those who they feel that were unjustly done in the past in front of me so that we can speak about it because they understand how this works. People have to pay take them consequences, pay that price for acts they done. Nothing will be, not too much will be not seen, exploited for its purpose. So we're on the right path, beloved. We good. Talking to the right people, facilitating what we do. Continue if you're on your spiritual path and journey. To be as natural as you can with it without it's been put on me to expectations. What do I expect? I should we're people, we got to our humanness where that we expect something out of everything we do. I expect something. And then when the something comes, not being aware of what it is, because the things that we have been expecting before meditation, before prayer, before sitting down and being quiet, they've come so easily into our room. And this is not going to come easy because it's not something that you're looking for to be shiny. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm talking about? The expectation that you expect, you'll get a calmer life. What did I expect out of doing what I'm doing? Peace, peace, peace. Folks knowing arguing with me ain't gonna get you nowhere. You see what I'm talking about? Coming around me not gonna get you nowhere. But relating with Most High to with yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna get you out. So the expectation. My expectation is for Most High to work Most High's magic, all based off of the desired effect that I need to do what Most High need me to do. Mission, task, what it is. You know what does that involve? So it involves more of me than anybody outside of me. So that entails me going deep inside Sean. Okay, what can you do better? I can better up my health. I can get more active, getting up in age. So ensure that I, at least get 15 minutes outside walking, energizing myself. That I still can pick up some weights. I still can, run a little bit. Toe ain't that bad. When it do hurt, I can stretch it though. Facilitate diet. I can do better on my diet. I'm a sugar monster at its heart. So I can work to do better on that. And so many other things. Temper, control, right? We talk about anxiety and things like that. We have high S with an X drive and stuff. What can you do with that one? To preserve myself and things like that. I can go out here and not be that player that wanna be. Right? I was a wannabe because I ain't gonna consider a player. Player that keep going because she ain't no reason to stop. I'm a player, right? I had a reason to stop. I ain't no player. I was a wannabe, so let's stop that. And so not be for everybody. You ain't for everybody, knowing that. And so I'm being cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Not needing to talk to every woman or da 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 da. See what I'm talking about? It's a beautiful thing. Not be exploitatious of self. Right? You're looking good. You got up to 265. You want to look too good. Now you're happy about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And on a good day, you can see a good 4-pack. Show it off. Nah. That brings in that other energy that though the ego can cater to, but is it going to serve with the mission on task right now? No. I'm going to shut my shirt off and showing. Now, purpose of your health and getting our men, showing the example, showing the women, because they've seen you at your high weight. You know what I'm saying? Facebook stuff still on there. You never delete that stuff. So they seeing pictures and stuff like. So people can evaluate you then to now. So now you don't give a little picture of here and there, and with the message of, hey, I see what's out there in our country, and we've always been people of one quick diet, this, that. I respect those who do whatever they do, right? But seeing that the unhealthy manners that's going about, whereas we're, we sticking ourselves with this and that, and then later, not now, 10 years later, 15 years, 20 years later, watch this, where what cat don't understand it, where them commercials be like, you up just for whatever reason, you up at 2:00 in the morning witching hours, and you like looking at the commercials and are you somebody that took that shot and you like, well, I did take that shot. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna tell you right now. Now, the folks that took the shot in the 15, 20 years later, they not here no more because they took the shot and they realized what the shot did to them. And okay, so we're not gonna go with the quick weight loss and all that kind of stuff. No, yeah. Quick, anything easy. This is my channel, beloved. You don't like it, push out. Trigger warning. anything easy, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yeah, you look slim. Nice. How long? 5 years ago, 5 years from now, what them wrinkles gonna look like? 5 years from now, when the tolerance of the shot, whatever, woo, 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 and the recourse of it, woo, 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 cut, and then now you starting to get big again. Are you going to have to stay on that shot forever? See, I was diabetic, and I was like, mm-mm. I'm not willing to be diabetic because I'm not willing to stick myself with this. No, that's not natural. My channel, trigger warning. So I leave you with that, beloved. That's where we at. We should be, and we are afforded the balance. Right? Though some are trying to take it away, like most see, don't know it, like Redacted said, the ID identification stuff and things like that. Haunting, we'll talk about it in more because some things that, yeah, we can talk about it now. Some things that do bother one, we'll talk about it now, yeah. Because right up under is you get the ID, we start doing the ID, and now you're held accountable. People can hold it, more control, right? So now you got the ID to function and stuff, and and you can function. All right, now another pandemic hit, and you don't want to take you're like, no, I'm taking that shot. Mm. You ain't taking what? And now your government says you ain't taking what, and takes your access to. Some say, I don't do the same thing they did during the pandemic. Some of you couldn't work without the shot. So just imagine you have the ID, face ID recognition, all that stuff. Just imagine we go to, like they said, we go to Bitcoin, I already said this, we go to online currency, and that's just the way we just go online currency, no physical currency. How easy is it for them to cut that online currency off on you, manipulate it, because you don't abide by this or abide by that. See how this getting? So yeah, I agree with Redacted in so many ways, but then it's a double-edged sword because it's like, okay, how do we get some type of safe haven or regulation on our online quality of service? Because the quality of service is going to remain low if it's not a viable place to that people know that, okay, if I use my credit card here or there, this on this with you, well, it'd be compromised, da 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 da. Or if you have some disgruntled worker at your company or da da, will I be easily access to that? See what I'm talking about? This is where we at. Makes it harder for the person who's working, and they have to use their recognition, ID recognition, and all that stuff, and they go and they want to go do some manipulative against another person. They're the employee. See what I'm talking about? So it's helpful then. Like me, like if I got a problem with AT&T or I got a problem with Verizon, anybody, then now, no, the company can't say, well, well, who helped you last? How they go on the recording. You're being recorded. No, it says easily to get on this ID. Who helped him last? Such and such. Okay. And what did you say? This right here, dog. It's all recorded. Can't run away. Can't lie. So I'm getting it. So in so many forms and way, a lot of this stuff is helpful. A lot of this stuff. Right? A lot of this stuff. Um, and what for see off that what you just see me mention, watch Blade Runner 1 and 2. There's two Harrison Ford in one, the new, he's in both of them, but the new young man that took his spot to go on. Blade Runner shows it, parallel worlds. One where that mannequins and clones and people interacting with him, wanting to, and he's a detective and trying to woo woo and and then the other world where the what we got going on, the regular, the P prostitute, another world, party world. Oh, so I see people walking around. So tells me a lot of things on who's watching. That's a good thing, because just like Beloved said, well, you talking to the wrong people. Like, that was strange. We talking to the right people. I hope everybody have a beautiful holiday. Keep going strong. Keep diving in ourselves, making ourselves better. So many ways. Oh, leave off one. My bro say, I see a little. I ain't gonna say little, but my bro. Sound mind judgment. Reasons for our beloved brother Jesus. His mother had to carry him away for a reason. Had to protect him in so many ways. I hear you. I understand that. Seen that from so many ways. That's why I started dying down a little bit. A lot of the energy of what I come about and who I come at, because I understood there was folks that's doing it for a reason, to protect, to ensure that the petals and the wings don't get plucked like we've done so many others, because this one don't deserve that. Understood it. Viable for both sides. So so much keenly aware of that. Know that. Appreciative of it. Right? Without you, there's no me. Without me, there's no you. In so many ways. Right? So most I know, my heart will always stay in that form of uplifting, enduring people that ain't me, no matter what they look like, color, perspective, which way they come and stuff like that. As long as they coming in and we're going in the same direction as forward. You know what I'm saying? Almost like blinders on. Most High say, hey, woo, it's our time. Many people recognizing it. Nothing to run around and have a chip on your shoulder about. Godly people don't walk like that. Most High people, just me. I don't walk like that. I shouldn't say godly people don't walk like that. I apologize. Take away or put on somebody, but true godly people don't walk around with a wall up and aggressive tone where that we want to get at you and we want to do so receptive. Even and that's why I was showed with my brother, much older than me, about 10 years older than me, but he knew. He gave me my chance to vent, and in that same tone, saying it what it is, see much a little bit right, and come over and I make the motion of, hey, give me a hug. Zang. You can shake your head with me to be, not that I'm right. It's not about being right, but it's about bridging the gap to being, we can get to right. We can get to what is right. And so when we can accept each other on a forgiveness basis with that, whatever, then we accepting that. Let's move forward. Because this forgiveness will help us move forward. That's what I demonstrate. Forgiveness to move forward. Not to forget what happened, because it's history. It's part of history. I have to ensure that I keep it registered so that I can look back and say, this was done to you, this was done to you. So do you really want to flow like this or flow with that or flow with that? Sometimes. So we keep moving, all right? And I keep working. I keep trying my best to bring it in a non-volatile way, a way that's healthy, a way that heals, a way that shows initiative of how I would like to influence. All right, me being a better person, greater person, showing men out there we ain't got to be called simps and you weak and this and that. And no, you're not. You're just intelligent. That's one reason why I kept that person alone, because these folks, though they came at me, it was just a jealousy of, because we don't got the following you got. I don't have the influence you have. You have, something, right? And it's just that all it is most I know what I'm not looking for. I'm not looking to be a God among you. Though I'm one, you one. But among you, I'm not looking to be you to put me on no pedestal and he the guy to go to and he the guy you can get. I want to be and I'm going to be the guy that can empower you. Yeah. I want to continue to be the example that hopefully a year from now, I'm in a better place, greater. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. The example. That's it. The example. That's it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all know me. Let me go in here and get my holiday relaxation on. Listen to some of you beautiful. I know it's gonna be beautiful over the holidays. You less stressed. You ain't got to work as hard. Babies are settled down. Beloved, I know, but I'm under two hours. So you here. You're here for a reason. And if you stay for a reason. Greatest opportunity. Sunshine. You got that sun out there and all that stuff. Got them babies and stuff like that. It's gonna be hard to take. You got them under 5. See if you can get 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Start working. No. Thank you. 5. They under 5. Increments. Minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So if they're under 5, whatever age they are at, right? You got your 1-year-old, you want 1 minute. You want to work on 1 minute of that baby just sitting there. Now you gotta be, that's why the example is so good. You, mom, dad, got to be the example, showing them, you teaching them now. So you sitting in your Indian, squat spot, and you just sitting there looking them eye to eye. And you want them to do what I do. Follow mama, follow dad. And they'll do it. And close your eyes. Now what you working with them is 1 minute. That's it. 2-year-old, 2 minutes. 3-year-old, 3 minutes. 4-year-old, 4 minutes. 5-year-old, 4 minutes. Now, what you have to do to get to the 5, 2, 3, you have to initiate, right? With the first. So if you have a 2-year-old, 2 minutes is what they should be able to do. First step is the 30 seconds, 1 minute, minute and 30, till you can get up to the 2 minutes. They 2 years old. Everybody tracking me? 3-year-old, 3 minutes. I'm gonna work you up towards same process. You already see it. You already feel it. You start at this age right here. Can you imagine what you're gonna have? And what I'm telling you is what it's gonna do is this 2 halves of our brain, in which they say we only use a half of our brain. 10% is what they told you. Society lied to you. It's not society lied to you, our education system and all that stuff. You use all your brain. And in different spots for different reasons, because it's got that neuron. I need to itch my butt right here. I need to clean the closet. I need to run down the street. I need to, you see what I'm talking about? Don't let them fool you. So you getting them in that aspect of that. Can you imagine you keep on and that child 15? I'm trying to tell you, there is no doubt in my mind just when, if it will be my lifetime. Human beings right now will be coming out with these jetpacks and flying saucers here that we took over from the aliens, because now you alien, half alien, everything, whatever. We're gonna be flying. And we're gonna see this stuff. And these babies, the news come in, they gonna already be equipped. I'm saying something. Y'all hearing me? You think Most High ain't gonna equip you through that portal that already is necessary to do things. So as Most High watching us and went, okay, Martha, they getting it. Martha, come here. I know you're in there baking them cookies, but they getting it. Baby, what they getting? They getting off of this and this and that. They flying, they getting ready to fly, and you think it's time to start sending them babies in? Them. And Zuda gonna be like, send them, y'all, send them through that, see what they do. Ones and twosies, like 1 out of every 5. And you know how you give your baby the phone? Pay attention. Because you already there, all y'all. Give the baby the phone. And the baby don't look like, what is this? What is that? What? Baby. Touch on it. Baby, you only been an hour. You only been a year out the womb, baby. What you do? I watched my mommy in my womb. I don't phone. Don't give it to a 5-year-old that's been with the phone since 1 to 5. Just know the phone. The mama passed the phone to the 5-year-old. My Wi-Fi, something going. Yeah, y'all know I'm exaggerating though, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You be seeing them babies. You be seeing them babies with their phone, they just walk around with the phone like this child just what this child natural. We didn't made it natural to him. So when we start doing things that are natural to us, flying, the baby already there coming out is watching you. The babies through the pregnant mamas and is watching. Most High's instructing. Look what you'll be doing. Most High giving out missions. Like when I came down this time, gave me the mission. Yeah. Those of you, I know, yes, we still under 2 out. Those beloveds that are using your electronics, your counselor, your first front line of doctor, your first temper control me down, bring me down. And once you ain't there, if the phone, you didn't talk to yourself, you didn't vent, and then you didn't turn the power back on to play you, the doctor. You played client, and now you playing doctor, because when you start watching yourself, you client when you talking to the phone. You talking to the doctor. Once you talk to the phone, you got it. Now you review it, refresh it, got your video like you want it. Now you become doctor to you. Turn your stuff on, analyze you. Maybe you is mad about them. You just keep talking about that and bringing that up. Maybe you do got a lot on your chest. Maybe you are stressed. Maybe your ass is crazy. No, it's lining up with you. You lining up what you're saying. Checking the blocks. Yeah, okay. Articulating well. Less cuss words, so you diving into your vocabulary and stuff. So you honoring what you're doing and stuff like that. Gotcha. You looking good too, bro. Don't let me tell you wrong, man. Could go get them haircut, but you ain't a woman. You ain't worried about no edges and stuff. You ain't shit. You ain't in the cute game for that. You just want to keep attracting and not detracting. The more you can attract, the better it go. Because you understand not to abuse the attraction. I'm here for you, women, but I'm not here to participate and abuse among you and be macho, what's the other ones? And if your names are that, I'm not trying to belittle you or anything. Casanova and all that stuff. We got enough men on there that can do all that. I can get a wealth of men. I can get a group. I can get a quick group that can give you everything that you ladies been getting, the nutritions, the bull, the BS that you've been getting for the past 50, 60, 80, 100 years. I can get all that, but what I can't get is that's what I'm here for. We hit 2. We hit the 2 mark. So we will be calling this we're gonna call it. You almost said holiday night. You ain't making up a song. I'm trying to get the song. It's just gonna be then. Yes, it's just gonna be. Nothing came up there. Nothing was like, and I know what that means. You need to get back to you. Been giving too much up. But it's a vent too, because like I said, y'all see me. All right. I continue to absorb, will not stop. All right. Heartbeat. Love the heartbeat of the world. In a collective. It's so beautiful right now. We get on individual when we co-op with each other. Collectively though, as the minds collectively adhere to each other. Why? Because the commonalities are starting to spring forward what we want. Security, prosperity, education, awareness. And at this point in time, who don't want to be part of something great? She said that. I'll talk about her and I'll throw stones, but the reality, I just showed the double-edged sword of the relationship. Very vital. Very vital. Because what she said too was that, Q, we're at a time where many don't understand. You just read about or watch recordings or visuals of transitional periods. We're at a time, this would have been one, but so many, like I say, whistleblowers, people coming up, awareness, whoa, made it be where that this time in the change, however it is, everybody will see the transition and be like, whoa, I was a part of something big. I salute you. 3 up, 3 down. This will be our middle, y'all. Full 2 hours. Love you. Give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. Because right now you depleted a little bit of your spiritual currency. Well, I did. Well, you did, because you got to give too. You gave attention, so you got some of your spiritual currency. But the beautiful is that because you gave that 2 hours and stuff like that, the beautiful thing is that you get to go back, absorb, or whatever you do with this info, whatever, with this talking, and you get to facilitate more energy back into you based off of what you do with it. That's how this is. You filled up. We filled up. You filled up with sun. You filled up with sun. We filled up with sun. Fire. Love you. I almost don't want to leave, but I got to. Y'all stay up out there. Safety. Safety. Let's keep the numbers down. Let's keep the numbers down. Let's keep the numbers down. I keep saying it. Most High. We will keep the numbers down. We will keep the numbers down. We will keep the numbers down. Not saying that we ain't gonna have no volatile moments. This Thanksgiving, we got all kinds of type things to talk about. All kinds of things. Let's talk about healing. Talking about bringing 2026 in and healing. All right. Love you. Be good to somebody out there. You don't know somebody? Help a stranger out there. That's the prescription. Not big or little. Not, oh, I gotta go. No. $1 a quarter. Hell, pennies going out of extinct. Gather up the pennies, you know. But just be, thoughtful of somebody. Thanksgiving. All right. Love you. inner love and peace. All in the circle. My bad, we didn't erase the circle. We in field view. Picture me rolling. Hey, we might roll today, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ooh, Mike, Michelle. Can I talk to you? Need me to talk to you? Y'all funny out there. Some of y'all. I'm getting the feel if y'all want some music, like they want some music. They want entertainment. They want to see you look. Some of y'all love looking at me like, that boy, man, that man right there, crazy. Some of y'all just like my rebellious attitude. It is not a rebellious attitude, man. I follow the laws. I say you gotta do this. Yeah, I do that. I'm not one to sit up here and drink Kool-Aid, drink everything everybody say, and you're just too advanced in understanding. Once you go, you can't. It ain't no. You can come back down and but then you wishy-washy and all that kind of stuff, which I once was because of process. You know what I'm saying? Understanding. Don't know who real, who not, and things like that. But now we solidified. We good. Not to say that we know who real and who not. Still, no, we still go through our process. I still gotta live this humanality. It's just getting better. That's it. That's what I'll say. It's just getting better. All right, let me leave y'all alone. Y'all be good out there. What y'all cook out there? Huh? Who cooks some chitlins? Do me a favor. My battery going low. Some of y'all do me a favor. All right, battery, we good. When you eating your black eyed peas, chitlins, and the cornbread, hot water cornbread. I like spaghetti on Thanksgiving. Apple pie, pumpkin pie, and all that stuff. Do me a favor. I'm gonna talk about this in another video. This gonna help you. Eat with your mouth open a little bit. Not you talk about no, just a little bit. That tastes good. Sean would like that. So they didn't go out. It's in the ether. We'll catch you.